Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you are just starting at a new dealership or you're struggling to get some traction, make sure you watch this video because it's all about dominating your new dealership. Okay, so you've just started at a new dealership. What do we do? How do we get some runs on the board, get our name up on top of the board there where we've got all the deals in behind us, and how do we start making some money after starting from scratch? So here I'm going to give you a handful of things. Make sure you've got your notepad. I'm going to give you a handful of things that you can action straight away that's going to position you as the person that everybody in the local area wants to do business with, no matter which dealership you are at. So let's get into it. So first thing I would be doing, we want to mine the CRM. Okay, so I want to go over this. What we want to do is we want to go into the CRM. We want to find past clients, not just past clients at the dealership. We want to find past clients at the dealership who bought vehicles between 2 and 7 years ago off a sales consultant that doesn't work at the dealership anymore. Be that list be 50 people, 3,000 people, anything over sort of 300 people. What I'd be doing is I'd be plugging that list into a system like Pinnacle, which is our system, and which is a full business in a box for a sales consultant or for a dealership. Plug it into that and drip out a mass SMS. The SMS would, and I say SMS because it has a higher open rate. You can also do voicemail drops, but the SMS would be along the lines of something like this, like, hey, insert first name, it's Michael here from Michael Dooley Autos. I just wanted to send you a message to introduce myself as your new point of contact at the dealership. I'd love to invite you in for a coffee to put a face to a name. And whilst you're here, do an equity health check on your vehicle to let you know of the opportunity of the market you could take right now if you chose to do so. When would you like to come in? So if you could drip that out, and the whole thing is to introduce people, build your database, and start conversations, okay? What I'd also be doing is I'd be going there and getting orphan lists, so people who pass lead lists, and this is where you leverage automation, so leverage a system like Pinnacle, which is ours. So let's just say you go into the CRM and you get a list of 10,000 dead leads. Well, you're not going to ring 10,000 people. It's just, it's a simple waste of time. But what you can do is you can plug it into a dripped out SMS system or voicemail system, automation system, to start the conversations where you can only take over when somebody gets to a certain point or they're qualified and ready to actually, converse with somebody. Starting off and sending out, 100 SMSs or pushing 100 people every day into an automation to start the conversation is a great way to continually just be working in the background and get better use of your time. The other thing I'd be doing is leveraging the service drive. A couple of ways you can do this. What I'd be doing is, if possible, getting a CSV file of everybody who's in for a service the following day, plugging it into Pinnacle, letting the service drive automation take over, which is basically sending out an SMS and a voicemail or whichever you like, sending out a confirmation, introducing yourself as the point of contact, and then telling them, assumptive language here, telling them that whilst the vehicle's here, you would like to do an equity health check on their vehicle to let them know of the where they're at equity-wise and the opportunity of the market they could take right now if they chose to do so. Would you like me to call or SMS you with some details after I complete that? Leave it at that. Not, are you interested or are you not? You're assuming that they are. And then anybody who then writes back, you then get a notification to take over the conversation, and then you can take it on from there. So look, I see our individual sales consultants plugging in 30 people a day into this, having 8 conversations and selling 1 or 2 cars every single day. So that's the numbers, 38 and 1. Now, tell me that you wouldn't download a list, plug it into a system like ours, like Pinnacle, and press run, press start to sell 1 car a day. Most of you, that's going to be what, 3, let's just call it 3 cars a week, okay? What's that, 12 cars a month, just by doing that there. The other thing, if you're not allowed to do that, I would be going and I'd be printing up a letter, okay, and a note, putting it in a nice envelope, and I'd be printing up the letter. Michael here from Michael Dooley Autos. I've identified your vehicle as one that I have multiple people interested in, I would love to open up a conversation about what I can offer you for that. If this is of interest, send me an SMS on this number, put in your number, or scan the QR code below to start your conversation. And the QR code will go to a landing page where you're collecting information for what their trading is, what they would want to buy, and then what sort of time frame they're wanting to buy. So then that way you can put it into your CRM or into a system like Pinnacle, and then from there on start mining the database. The whole idea is, 1, to start conversations, and 2, to build your database so you can future-proof your business moving forward. So the next thing I'd be doing is I'd be running paid ads. Now, you can do this from as little as $1 a day. I'm not going to go into what inventory ads are, credit style ads, what's my trade worth, VIP buyers list. I'm not going to go into any of that. I'm going to just go over the simple and easy $1 a day branding strategy that will help you take over your local dealership, your local area, and position you as mayor of the town. What you want to do is hopefully, you've been able to download a list of past clients and orphan lists. Okay, hopefully that list there is over 1,000 people big. Upload that into Facebook Business Manager and save that as a custom audience. Every single day, you want to go live or you want to create a piece of content on your business profile. And at the end of the day, the most engaging piece of content that you put out there, and I'm saying the most engaging because you should be doing multiple posts per day. The most engaging piece of content at the end of the day, you boost that post for $1 a day for the next 10 days, driving it to the traffic that you just saved as a custom audience. You can put in there a message button, or you can put in there a learn more button and drive people to a landing page for you to then collect their details. For $1 a day, over 10 days, do this consecutively every single day of the month. What's going to happen is that your content is going to compound and keep hitting the same qualified audience over and over again. Okay? Brand repetition in the minds of everybody locally, you're going to start to take over, and people are going to start thinking, if I want a car, that's the person I need to see because that's who I always see. Leverage your local business community. Now, this here is an untapped resource that a lot of sales consultants don't actually know how to do this because they might leave it to a fleet department or just don't actually think of it. Set up a local B2B meeting. Okay, if you've got like some type of Chamber of Commerce or whatever, that's cool. But grab a handful of businesses, select them, hand select them. People who are active on social media are always great, and people in the professional services are always great as well, because what happens is that people tie together a car purchase, a real estate purchase, and insurance all at the same time. So you need to get in touch with them and become referral partners. So this is a really cool thing that you can do, is that you can start doing local business shout outs, leveraging each other's audience, tag each other on Facebook, do local giveaways for each of you where you're leveraging each other's audience and also what you actually do. Have a business meeting once a month at each other's business, document it, okay, video it, tag each other in the posts and everything like that. What if you were to go and you got one of the detailers or apprentice mechanics and you set up a barbecue at 6 a.m. at the dealership before the dealership opened? You got them to run the barbecue. You just chucked them a handful, a $50 note or whatever for them to run the barbecue whilst you hosted a local business meeting with a handful of the local businesses that you've selected. Give them a walk through the dealership, why you're different, what you can actually do to help them, and actually be transparent. Have a handful of vehicles unlocked for them to take away and go do a test drive in their own time before it gets busy, and then come back. Set up some type of referral campaign between all of you and be active in trying to push each other's businesses. This is the key. Don't just try and take. You want to be actively trying to push their business as well, and in turn, they will do the same. This here is how you become mayor of your town and the first trusted resource when anybody goes to think of automotive. Content on social is king, okay? And I don't mean the volume. I don't mean you just pushing out content on Marketplace. I don't mean just arrived videos or photos. I mean posting into Facebook community groups, information about what buying a vehicle is, okay? Information about what's happening in the motor industry. Be the trusted source that everybody goes to for information, not the source that people see as just selling to them, because that's how you're going to get banned and get no engagement whatsoever. Show behind the scenes what it takes, to get a vehicle ready for the yard, for the lot. Do an interview with the finance manager, with the general manager, with the receptionist, with one of the details. Do an interview. Tag them. Ask questions. And then that way people actually start to see you as the go-to person, but then you can actually start mixing up your content and people will actually want to watch it because it's a little bit different to the norm. Okay? Now, the whole idea is for you to build your list. Now, if you're using a system like Pinnacle, I always say is when you get a new lead, just tag them with the type of vehicle they're wanting to buy. So then that way, let's just say I trade in a Ford F-150. I would go to Pinnacle. I would then search the tag Ford F-150. Everybody looking for a Ford F-150 will pop up, and then you can just select all and send them all a mass SMS. Okay? That's the power of building your own list and having a system working for you. So how do we build our list? We can leverage marketplace listings. We can create a VIP buyers group. We can create guides for 2024 new vehicle buyers guide, or the Michael Dooley first car buyer's guide. Download it here. So people actually have to put in their details for you then to give them the information that they want. Make sure you're getting referrals, obviously business referrals, past customer referrals, leveraging referrals from inside your dealership, like your mechanics and your parts guys. I bet you they know everybody who's looking at buying a car. And then obviously your past clients. Build your list. So then that way you can do targeted mass SMSs or voicemails. And I say SMS or voicemail because they have a higher open rate. Okay? So that there is how you build your list and actually have a business inside of a business work for you. And that's the whole idea. So, look, I hope you got something out of that. If I can help you at all, please reach out. Make sure you like and subscribe because I'm looking forward to dropping some more content for all of you soon.